Hello YouTube and welcome to a new RPG that I'll be doing since Skyrim is over. If you can't read, this is Dragon Age Origins. It is from the makers of Mass Effect, and it's kind of the same as Mass Effect but in Middle Age or a medieval setting, which I usually enjoy better than sci-fi settings, but for those of you not familiar with the game, you're basically a group of people going against a blight, which is a monster invasion or something to that extent. Fuck, I need to do this. No, I can't do it from there. I need to do it from here. Alright. So, yeah, I needed to, of course, show you, as it's a PC game, I need to show you these. It's on all full 1440 by 900 and whatever's. Yes, that is all good. I actually started recording this earlier, a couple of days ago, but I was using my CD, which was really laggy for some reason, probably because the CD is very dirty, and that didn't work out. It was basically unplayable even without fraps. So Rian went and bought me the game because she's been waiting for this for a long time, and there's the resume to the game that I started recording and then it failed. And of course, for those of you who've been with the channel a bit longer, might remember this as the winner of the vote. The only vote that I've had so far where viewers could vote for the game they wanted me to do, and this was actually the winner. This vote took place over a fucking year ago, so it's long overdue that I do this. So I think we'll just get right into it. There's going to be a cutscene, and she bought me the digital deluxe edition, which comes with all of these. I don't know if I'm going to do Awakening or any of the other stuff. I'm gonna get Shale, for those of you who know the game, and I'm gonna do Warden's Keep, I believe it's called, or Soldier's Peak or something of that extent, but the other DLCs we'll have to see. But we're gonna start the game. There's gonna be a cutscene, so I'm gonna shut up for it, and you are gonna shut up too. If you don't, you're not gonna get any cookies.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil, the first to fall. And from the deep roads, the dark spawn drove at us again and again, until
That was glitchy.
we are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
So those of you who watched the first, I believe I uploaded 6 parts of this, you might remember that I did an elf, which I quickly scrapped because it's way easier to just start from the beginning and go from there. We are going to be a human warrior, human noble warrior. That is what we're going to be. Oh wait, we need to be a woman, because this is gonna actually be after someone. Men and women in Ferelden are generally regarded as equals. Both genders are evenly represented in most organizations, noble houses, and military forces. And it's a fairly good, what's the word? Character creation thing. You have a lot of settings. I'm not going to waste too much time. Well, I shouldn't say waste. I'm not going to spend too much time doing these. Just going to see if she looks good. Alright, I want to change the hair, though, to something a bit better. How about... I like this one. Then she needs to be blonde. Which I'm assuming, yeah, it's all the way over there. That's good. That is fairly good. No! No! Even worse. I'll just go with those. Why would you want to change the color? That needs to be kind of blondish as well. That's good. Whatever. That will probably do. I don't really care that much what she looks like. I mean, there's a bunch of options that you wanna, or you could change, but nope. Nope. Just have her like that. That is good. And then the most fun ones, which are portrait and voice. And we're gonna give her a very, a very weird look. There we go. And now background, like, she's going crazy. Oh, look at that. An explosion behind her. That is perfect. Voice is gonna be sultry.
Charmed.
There's mystical,
Greetings.
experienced,
Greetings.
wise,
Greetings.
and violent.
Greetings.
Doesn't really sound violent, but whatever.
Charmed.
And then her name will be Rian. I'm sure most of you didn't see that coming. Someone might not. And then next. She's gonna be using a shield and a sword, so I'm probably gonna do it like that. Those are the 3 main things that I will be focusing on. Strength, of course, is pretty self-explanatory. Dexterity basically means how well you can land your hits and whatnot. And Constitution, which is health and resilience. And then there's, of course, Cunning, which is for stealthy characters, I believe. Magic and Willpower probably don't need any explaining. Willpower is basically how much mana you have, and Magic, of course, is the total opposite of Strength, in which you use physical attacks, and in magic you use, well, magic. We don't need to use that, and I will be doing, these are skills that you can do. There's coercion, which is basically talking and whatnot. Stealing, pretty self-explanatory. Trap making, you can make traps for enemies and such. I won't be doing that. Survival, which means that I believe this has to, the character can detect. I'm not exactly sure what that does, but I don't really care because I'm not going to be using it, but I'll be using this, which is potion making. And then of course poison making, which is the opposite of that. Then there's improved combat training, which unlocks different stuff, and combat tactics, which opens combat tactics slots, which I'll talk about later. Wait a minute, did I? Yes, I did put that in there. And there's the talents, as they're called. Basically skills, abilities, whatever you want to call them. I think I will go with... Hold on, let's see. Overpower, that's something that I want. And also shield pummel. Shield bash is good as well. And I won't be using any of two-handed stuff, nor archery, nor dual wielding. Which all are basically pretty good, but I just like the shield and sword thing. Let's see. I think I'll go with that one. And normal, of course. I believe there's gonna be some talking coming up.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. But we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
Your teeth are monsters, holy shit.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman.
They're like
Pleased
red.
to see you again, my dear.
And we get the first first bit of gameplay. So yeah, I think I could explain what's going on. Basically, no matter what race or whatever you choose, you get an origin story of how your character gets involved in the fight against the Blight, which is a mass of monsters rising from the south. And this is, I don't know how much before a fight against the monsters, but we'll see. As she's become pleased to see you again, my dear. Was I brought here for a reason?
Since your brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
A woman in charge. Sounds good. I'll do my best, father.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also
no.
someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Fist pump. That's how you show someone in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Yes, they were the ones who defeated the Darkspawn. They fought the Blight and won.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
I love the fact that he's only seen her once, like us, just now we met. We haven't even talked like 5 minutes, not spoken a single word, and he's like, oh, you're the perfect candidate. I like the idea, of course, father.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is said Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Alright, now we get control over a character, and I do believe there's going to be some plot helpers. Oh no, wait, there's not going to be any tips because they were shown when I tried recording off of my disc, which didn't really work. So this is basically how you move around. It's fairly straightforward, and then you can do, if it would work. Come on, mouse wheel. Ah, god damn it. Does it work like this? No, of course not. Page up, page down. Yes. You can go into like a bird's eye view, and I'm gonna be using this for battles, but mostly I'll just use the third person view. No, wait a minute. Up in his chambers, I'm gonna have to admit I've never done this origin story before, so it might take some
There you
while.
are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again? She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Stupid dog, he never behaves. He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Ah, to the kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
How fitting is this? We play a woman character, and the first thing we have to do is go into the kitchen. I don't know if you can hear that, but that sounds fucking ridiculous.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast